Alright, we are back with some Maokai this time. We got about a Master, Grandmaster game. Um, and the reason why I have Maokai, and our matchup is Kaisa Maokai versus Jin Nautilus. The reason why I picked Maokai, I was actually last pick. I saw every champ in the game. And the first thing is, I need a champ that can play into Nautilus. And so that reduces my options to a select number of like tank engage type supports that can lane into him. Maokai being one of them. Um, Other examples are like, oh, what an annoyance you are. I mean, what? What even is this? Strange chase. Okay. I will base if they let me. I think I can come along with the minion wave just fine with home guards. And our early lane is not that big of a deal. Um, but it is always good. The reason why I get this ward is because the enemy team all was showing on an invade top side, and warding somewhere on the opposite side on one of the jungle camps is a really good idea, so you can get a really good idea of where the enemy jungler is pathing, where they're starting, and whatnot. But as I was saying, Maokai is a good answer into Nautilus because you can tank his hook pretty easily. You can actually cancel, like when he throws his hook, you can respond with your Q. Okay. Lane's going pretty well so far. We're just waiting to get shoved in. But you can respond with your Q in a way that you proc your own Aftershock and he can't get his auto off. So you're not hooked and then snared by his auto as well. It's just the Nautilus hook. So it's a really nice interaction for Maokai. Other options, obviously I could pick like Rel, Leona, Alistar, all that stuff. But I think Maokai, when you can get away with him in lane, he has the most scaling utility out of any of those supports. I think we just win this. I'm gonna just follow the Nautilus here. Nice. Oh, close. My Q even hit the Jhin. If the Nautilus didn't hook me right when he did, I was gonna Q flash the Jhin, and it would have led to his death. But I'm perfectly okay with getting all their summoners like that. And the reason why that goes so well is because the Jhin just let me W him way too close to our tower, so we can just chase him down. In an extended fight, Kaisa definitely out DPSs that. And I do more damage than Nautilus in an extended fight as well. It just started really nicely on our terms. Yeah, as I was saying, certain supports that you're allowed to pick into Nautilus are those types of supports that I was listing. Obviously, there are more than that, and you really can pick whatever. Those are just the most effective at not getting punished in the lane phase, which is pretty strong for Nautilus. With his all-in, his engage potential, and everything. On top of that, the tank engage sort of class would be okay. Galio just was not paying attention at all. He walked straight into a big trap there. Not really much I could do to save him, to be honest. At least, I think Zoe flashed to follow. She must have. But on top of that, the good picks into Nautilus also happen to be good picks with Kaisa. So Maokai works pretty well with Kaisa. You usually want to pick a tank engager with her. So I wouldn't be too sad about any of those champs, but Maokai has such good utility in the game if you can get through lane with him. Hopefully, I will be putting that on display this game. I lost my stack. They walked into my sapling. We'll pink this just to make sure we're good. I honestly have not been quite tracking where the Graves is, so I'm a little bit nervous. Looks like our bot lane is just recalling. If they are recalling, we could have based, but we also didn't really need to, so I'm not that sad about that. Maybe I can do something here to Zoe. Cannot. Thank God Nautilus wasn't there with Graves. I'm kind of keeping my eye on this honey fruit. It should spawn around 6:15 or so. Okay, we're starting dragon. Oh, nice, it spawned at 6 minutes. Okay. Things are going quite nicely for us. I'm just going to re-sapling this bush while I have the time to be there. I really considered Wing the Jhin there. I just don't know where the enemy jungle is right now. We kind of did know he was topside. I think Nautilus should be a freebie here. Or Echo. He still has no flash. I'll take the free kill. Very nice. Now I'm just getting some quick vision into their jungle. Maybe I can spot Graves for my team. If not now, we'll definitely see him by the time he actually starts the red buff. I think he should die to that. Nice. That was pretty close, damage-wise, and don't care if Nautilus is going to hold this. He can if he wants to. And he didn't even hold the wave. That's crazy. He actually messed up big time. He could have held the wave and been in a really good spot. In terms of the minion wave, at the very least, by pulling the minions, and it would have had a big impact. Would have denied us a lot more of this wave. But you see, he let a lot of the minions crash, and now they can't deny us anything. They're actually slow pushing to us. He did us like a massive favor, actually. It's crazy. Now we only lose 3 melees, and they have to push. And they're not even happy pushing in the first place. They could just die here. We see Graves, as a matter of fact. Like, I can just walk right up and W him. All we have to do is get a fight started. Okay, that's it. We are losing a bit of minion XP to tower, so that's what I'm trying to get to. At least get the XP there. Still worth it. Got Nautilus's flash all over again, and yet another kill. We can just kill this guy. With my ulti, should be pretty easy. We know he has no... Oh, come on. Okay, nice. I thought for a second Kaisa might have killed me, bringing that grenade to me. But I made sure to use save my W to reset it, the tower aggro. Oh my. Run. Please. No. Dude. No ult Graves. That's so annoying. I shouldn't have to die there. I wish... He did... My Echo did type it, but I was not looking at chat. I wish... somebody had pinged his ult in the chat. Because I only stepped back trying to dodge his ult. That's really lame. We should never really be in a position to die to him. I thought with all the vision we had and my saplings that they wouldn't even try to chase towards us. the Graves actually did. Which is crazy. Okay, nice. We are just feasting on this Nautilus right now, this game. Okay, the Kai'Sa just wants to base, we can just base. It could have been a play to dive him, but I also think it would have been too greedy. Like, I can just save my ulti for Dragon. And for the next, like, team play, rather than just getting another kill onto Jhin. Or I guess maybe the Grubs, since the Grubs are coming up as well. Okay. I'm just ulting here to try and get something started for my team. Oh, nice. Amazing. You see, like, how ridiculous Maokai is? Like, just the insane value of Maokai ult there is just so crazy. Set up 2 kills that the enemy team basically couldn't do anything about, nearly. He has no flash, so this guy should be a free kill as well. Very nice. Very, very nice. This game has been really clean by me, and the rest of the team has played like pretty reasonably well too. Definitely not too much to complain about. Just me and Kai'Sa's 1 death to Graves is just bad. Just unfortunately bad. I will get a ward past the Dragon Pit because we are ahead this game, and I think this is going to be a way the enemy team is going to be traveling quite frequently here. And I want to just make sure we have that covered. We might as well just start hitting Dragon, I think. Our Galio doesn't have any way to join, so it's okay, we don't have to. I don't hate doing it, because Galio does have ults. And we're just so strong. Yeah. I like it. Bro, what? Kai'Sa came over to hit the dragon instead of basing? That's crazy. If she's hitting the dragon, she has to stay, I think. It's really bad use of her time. Because she wasted, what, like 15 seconds just to stay hitting the dragon, and now had to waste another bunch of time just walking back to lane. You can't really do both of those things. Okay, if Kai'Sa actually dies here, that's really crazy. The enemy team could only be here. Or the enemy bot lane. Yeah, that... the last, like, minute plus of what Kai'Sa has done is really bad. Not to, like, be extra complainy about my teammates or anything, but it's just really... I can't stress it enough. Because we're so far ahead and should be able to push our lead, right? But what she's been doing has been making us, like, unable to do that, essentially. Just protecting Kai'Sa from being dove or something by Graves. I don't care if it's dangerous. I am walking up there. I don't care. Okay, I don't mind that. I think we kind of can hit this tower. Okay. Let's Graves ult. Dude, I don't like this. What are you doing? Dude. You are so crazy, man. What are you doing? Of course the enemy bot lane is coming back. What? We just can't help ourselves but completely run it down. And then he says FF. That's awesome. I actually love that from him. Right now, I'm just trying to make it really annoying for Graves to punish us. Because clearly he wants to, right? Jesus Christ, man. You can't be serious. My Kaisa and Echo are blowing my mind. It's actually crazy. I don't know what else to say. It's so insane. And that is one, like, sort of unlucky interaction for Maokai when it comes to Maokai Graves. Once I W'd him, it basically gives him a free, like, instant auto attack on me, and that sucks. I should have been a little more hesitant to W onto him, but it was crazy that he'd eat under the tower into my ulti. I thought for sure he would just die for free. Yeah, this game is really really something special for sure. The reason why all of these plays have been so crazy bad and stupid is because we could be applying continuous crazy pressure on the enemy team, and instead we choose to, like, just sort of feed and do none of that. But if we wait for my ulti, then team fights should be reasonably easy to win. He didn't ward that. That's crazy. Can we come to this, please? Okay, I'm ulting. Ooh, big Galio taunt. Massive Galio taunt. I think my Locket helped a lot. Hopefully. That's kind of crazy they didn't have the, like, Echo E was down. You couldn't kill the Singe there. Still good. I'm glad we fought. But yeah, I actually couldn't move. Like, I got Nautilus ulted. Maybe he didn't target me with it, but I got Zoe bubbled, Nautilus ulted. Singe W was really annoying for me. I couldn't W early on. Still, though, massive, massive value in the team fight for me. And Galio, the Galio taunt was really good in the middle of the fight. That definitely secured it for us. But anytime that we have my ulti and we're not, like, poked out of the fight before it happens, it should be, like, essentially like a free fight for our team. It really, there's no reason for it not to be, because even their tankiest members should take, like, too much damage if they have to tank a Maokai ult. It's just such a powerful team fight tool. Okay, Kai'Sa's running up to top lane. I really don't love the running up to top lane because Otacon is up. Oh, I hate this. I really hate this. I think the enemy team is doing Otacon as we speak, and I'm just hoping that they kill Singed. Yeah, I hate this. I hate that play. I think it's so bad. And they're definitely on Otacon now. Okay. At least I poked them off. Alright, I'm just gonna ulti, because I think we can get more here. Doing Otacon is pretty tough, actually. Kind of a shame that they aggroed it there. It just knocked my ward. It just knocked my ward out of the bush and then back into the bush. That's insane. I will say, if you're gonna do Otacon early, you better be sure that you're doing it, because... Alright, you are just inting your brains out. That's awesome. Because Otacon does so much damage, and it reduces your resist, like, an insane amount. Please do not go up to top lane again. Oh my good lord. Alright. Alright, let's try and kill Singed number 2 this time. Attempt number 2. This one will surely work. Alright. I'm gonna sapling here, just in advance. Nice. Now it should be pretty easy to cross map and make it back to Otacon before the enemy team does it. Yo, we need to move, guys, so they don't do Otacon. It's actually crazy, the lack of awareness. Like, we're lucky that they weren't in a position to do it, and I kind of suspected they wouldn't be, but still, we should definitely not just, like, not even move towards it. That's crazy. Okay, I'm waiting 10 more gold, and then I'm going to put my Knight's Vow into Kaisa. As you guys can see, as the game goes on, Maokai just feels more and more powerful. Like, with Ultimate Hunter, with the Ulti Hunter setup, I only have level 1 ulti, and it's already a low cooldown. Like, less than a minute and a half for an ulti this powerful is crazy. And once I hit level 11, it'll be even more, like, even crazier how OP of an ability it is. Okay, I guess I'll put a ward in the middle of mid lane is always good. So I'll put one down there. And this Mountain Soul should be reasonably free. The enemy team definitely is going to want to fight it, so we want to make sure we have setup. We want to make sure we have setup, team. We want to make sure we have setup, which means everybody base and leave the dragon area right as it's about to spawn. And it means get caught right before dragon. So good thing we were able to do all that. Really solid work, everybody. And Kaisa ulted to the side to die to Jhin ulti. Crazy. Just really crazy stuff, if you think about it. I just don't even... I have nothing good to say, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy. Just the worst pathing of all time you could take by Riven, and Kaisa gets engaged on, and then gets saved by the front line, Me and Galio actually save her, and then she Kaisa ults out of everything to get fourth shot by Jin. Like, you are not serious with that. It's crazy. It's so crazy that the dragon is still even up to take. And we're, like, we have a chance at getting it. I meant to Knight's Vow her there. I guess we're going in. Look at the insane value of Maokai ult, by the way. It hit all 3 people in that fight. Whoa. What is wrong with you, dude? He's just dead. This guy should be dead. Nice. I think we can do this, honestly. I really think we should be able to do this pretty freely. It's hard for the enemy team to approach through saplings. Bro, where are you going? That's so greedy. It's so greedy. I hope we can do this. Just the greediest thing I've ever seen. Alright, I'm actually gonna let them hit the plants. I'm gonna move over towards Baron so that we have somebody who's able to get vision. Because that is the enemy team's counterplay, would be to just rush towards Baron and try and one-shot it before we can regroup. So I'm going to very safely sapling first. But we see Jhin bot lane, so I could even get a reset right now. Let me reset. Just don't die. You know what? I think I don't even need to reset. I think the enemy team is kind of trying to all die here. So, just gonna get that quick engage off. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I thought we could kill that guy. Okay, my Knight's Vow is actually saving Kaisa. It's saving her like crazy. Wow. Alright, let's get Baron. It's good that Riven goes mid to take some amount of objectives. She can probably get both towers here. And we definitely don't need her on Baron. So it's good to do that. You could definitely argue that, like, Galio should have just been pushing top to take this tower while we finish Baron at the same time. That's, like, good macro. But in solo queue, you know, it's solo queue. Don't have to expect things to be perfection. Just have to be good enough and not too greedy. Yeah, like, Maokai is just so OP. Really the downside of picking Maokai is his weak early stage of the game and his lane phase. But if you can manage to get past that, then you're just such a valuable champ as support. I'm just gonna ulti here. Got singed off, make him run into our team. Well, this should be a free kill. Team. We would like to kill him, right? Okay. Guys, a flash for it, whatever. Let's get this bot wave, boys. Alright, let's get this bot wave. My ult is up in 30. Okay, wow. Definitely might want to echo ulti at some point. Kind of difficult to really get much here, but the enemy team is not even defending, really. Okay, let's get their mid inhib as well. I think this could be a... If the enemy team was, like, more, like, walking towards us, trying to fight us, I think we could wipe them, honestly. Kind of looking at whoever shows up mid. Okay. Our Kaisa ended up doing literally nothing top. We could have killed like 3 people mid there, but Kaisa was like cosplaying in the bush top lane or something. I don't know what she was doing. Maybe she was farming a wave. Anyways, Elder Dragon's up, so let's just make sure that nobody face checks and runs it straight down for Elder. Okay. We have all the vision we could ever want. Actually, insane the way Kaisa kills herself there. I would have to imagine we can end. It's really just Zoe, and we have Galio's TP here. Okay, should be free. And it is. Very nice. That's the kind of game you like to see. Okay, hopefully there's a lot to take away from that game. I think Maokai is so criminally underrated. Just in general, I think he's such an OP support. It's just that he's held back by his weak lane. But right now, in the current meta of supports, Maokai has a good matchup, or I should say, like, a perfectly playable matchup into basically any tank engager, like Nautilus, Rel, Leona. He's fine into all of them, and just outvalues like everything. He's such a valuable champ with his ulti and saplings and his targeted W and his Q. Everything's just so good on Maokai. So hopefully, there's a lot to take away from that game. Like I said, as always, I appreciate the feedback in the comments. I always read all of it. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all next time.